Ladies and gentlemen, Lord Mayor Graham Quirk, Deputy Mayor Adrian Schrinner, Dr. Dimity Dornan, Mr. Jeff Hogg, Managing Director of the Treasury Casino, welcome to the launch of Italian Week 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Lord Mayor Graham Quirk.
Sorry about that, Alessandro. Heavens above. I've always had this problem of having to raise the microphone with the former mayor, and it's still happening to me today. So my apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for that very dramatic start. And I just hope that Italian Week will be as exciting when it comes around very, very soon. But can I, ladies and gentlemen, commence by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather, and pay my respects to the elders past and present. I want to acknowledge, of course, Alessandro Sabello. And thank you very much, Alessandro, for all the work that you have done in the lead up, together with your committee, in terms of the preparations for Italian Week. I acknowledge the Deputy Mayor, Councillor Adrian Schrinner. I want to also acknowledge Mr. Jeff Hogg, the CEO of Treasury Casino, and thank you very much, Jeffrey, and your organisation for allowing this event to be on here today. I acknowledge, of course, Phil DeBella, who not only is famous for coffee, and within the Italian community, but also for the work that he does as part and parcel of building this great city of Brisbane in voluntary capacities, assisting the council. I want to also acknowledge, of course, someone who is really a Queensland icon in Dr. Dimity Dorman and AO, Queenslander of the Year, and of course, very, very famous for the Hear and Say Centre. And Graham Smith, here representing Fiat Club of Queensland. I guess I know Graham more so in his capacity in the Rotary International, and it's lovely to see you again here today, Graham. Well, ladies and gentlemen, firstly, can I say it's a great pleasure for me to be here. And this festival is really what Brisbane is all about. We as a city are made up of 1 in 4 people that were born overseas. And when our city goes home at night, 1 in 7 speak a language other than English. And so, in that note, I should say this morning, buongiorno a tutte. I think I probably got that a little wrong, but I've done my best. Ladies and gentlemen, there's over 100,000 Queenslanders that are of origin background, and I had the great pleasure when I was growing up of meeting some very young Italians. I went to a school called St James in the Valley, and that attracted quite a number of Italian boys from the New Farm area. And I remember we always used to have this great debate, because I was a rugby league fan at the time, and I had a mate by the name of Leonardo Baninca. And Leonardo and I, we used to fight like cat and mouse over what really was football. And I know in this crowd today, I probably can't say that football is rugby league state of origin tonight. It really is soccer. And so that was the great little ongoing debate that we had over many, many years. But can I just say that it is great that Italian Week occurs, and I've had the opportunity in previous years to be part and parcel of the Italian Week festivities, and it's a great pleasure to be a part of this launch today. And it's 5th year now. We are proud sponsors at Brisbane City Council of this event, and I hope that it will continue for many, many years to come. When I was elected recently as Lord Mayor through the full council, I was asked, naturally as you are, by journalists, well, what's going to be the difference between you and Campbell Newman? And I said, well, they'll be quite a bit the same in that, you know, we've got to get on with addressing traffic congestion. We've got to deal with the flood recovery process and do those day-to-day things that improve the lives of Brisbane people. But above and beyond that, I said, I want to do a couple of things. I want to make Brisbane Australia's cleanest and greenest city, and in recognition of the fact that our city is such a diverse community, as I mentioned earlier, 1 in 4 people born overseas, and also the fact that 6% of our population are either severely or profoundly disabled, I said I want a city which is inclusive and accessible. And I guess the Italian community has very much taken on that role of inclusion. You have, in every respect, I think, blended into the community and taken on board all that Brisbane and Queensland has to offer, and that is a tremendous thing. There are some communities that are still a work in progress, and it's my task as Lord Mayor to make sure that we have a city which is as inclusive as it possibly can be. And so that's one of the challenges and the visions that I have going forward as your Lord Mayor. But this festival, this week, Italian Week, is really the culmination, I guess now, of the 150th anniversary of Illumination, the unification of Italy. So it has a very historical significance. And of course, when you look back to the united Italian peninsula under the kingdom in Italy in 1861, it will have some very, very special focus for the year ahead. And I notice this year the theme is Dolce Far Niente. And someone will have to explain to me in more detail later what all that means, okay? And I'm sure you will. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to be opening a bottle of champagne. Is that still on the agenda? And how's the roof here? Is it not too bad? So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that, that the opening of this bottle representing the launch of this campaign will not be as dramatic as the fall of the microphone at the opening of this event. So thank you all very, very much as I declare the 2011 Italian Week officially launched. Now, you might leave that on. Here we go. Hey! Got a bit of side to it?